safely close your eyes. This is Whisper, 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 Whisper Wednesday. Yeah. I'm literally sitting in here trying to turn, well, I've done it now, but pressing the buttons on your recording equipment, trying to do it really quietly so that I don't disturb Vinny, so he doesn't wake up and come in here. Because if he does do that, he's very likely going to start, I don't know, hassling me or wanting something or chewing on a bone or whining, because it's too early for him to get up. Did I say only listen when you can safely close your eyes? Just trying to think. Anything going on in my life? I don't know. Not much. Not a lot in it. Not a lot going on. It's been cold and wet, which is kind of expected in January. So we're nearly middle of the month already. So it's the 14th of January 2026. I could probably fall back to sleep. Lately, I've been having some really strange dreams. I'm not sure why. Like really, really strange. Oh well. Tell us about it, JJ. Well, it's kind of, some of them almost like horror movies, and well, not horror movies, but just really drawn out, kind of confusing. I mean, there's one that I had last night that was, so I was at this big, massive house. I'm talking massive house, and in fact it might be the same massive house that I've visited before. I have a tendency of going back to the same dreams. Okay. Yeah, I think it is the same place. But I had all these relatives there that I didn't know. And it was really weird. There was this weird moment where I'm there with my little brother. He's a kid. He's still a kid. And someone comes in and says, "There's your ice cream," or something like that. "I'm keeping the change," and walks out. And I say to him, "What do you mean? What's going on?" He said, "I gave him £5 and he spent whatever it cost this amount, but he didn't give me any money back. So I got angry and said, I'll get that money back for you. And it caused this big kerfuffle in the street. And I'm looking for this person, but they're driving away, but I don't know really what they look like. I don't really know what they look like, but I'm looking for them, and they're getting into their car to drive away, and I stop them and tell them that they have to pay the money. And it turned out that there was no change. And then we went and had donuts and coffee. No, we have Dunkin' Donuts in this country now? I've never been in there. Dunkin' Donuts. Is it D-N-C-U-N? Dunkin' Donuts. Wow. Has anyone been to Dunkin' Donuts? I'm just thinking, it's called Dunkin' because you dunk the donuts into the coffee. Wow, okay, just figured that one out. I know that it was the ongoing joke in America that if you wanted to find a policeman, go to Dunkin' Donuts. But I don't know, I'm sure that's not true. It's kind of the joke in movies and stuff. Now, I'm looking at this. None of it's looking healthy. I wonder if I have one in my town. What? According to this, there is. No, it's Lancashire. Okay, maybe there isn't then. Yes, there is. Oh, Dunkin'. It's called Dunkin'. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. The thing is, it opens at 5 in the morning. But it's in a road that I don't know about. Oh, it's not mine. It's in America. Damn you. I was going to say I didn't recognise that road. No, I'm sure that road does exist in England. Oh, someone said the other day, I saw it on TikTok. Do you live in the UK? No, I live in Scotland. It's like Scotland is the UK. It's just la. It's really weird. It's almost like I don't know. I'll move on. Dunkin' Donuts. Oh. It looks to me that there is. If I put UK, maybe that'll ease it up a bit. No, Nottingham. Okay, let me have a look. Our store locations. Dunkin' Donuts. Foss Park in Leicester. The Exchange, Nottingham. Alfreton Road, Nottingham. Southwell Road, Mansfield, which is Chesterfield, Wembley, London, 486 High Road, Wembley, Harley Way Workshop. I thought Workshop was also in. No, forget it. Mansfield, Rainworth, Mansfield. Okay, forget that then. So what have we got? Workshop. So that's Nottingham. Workshop. Wembley Workshop. Harland Way, off High Grounds Road. That's good to know. Baker Street, London. Earls Court Road, London. Wardour Street, London. Broughton Lane, Sheffield. Penis Tone Road, Sheffield. That's genuinely what it's called. Penis Tone Road, Sheffield. Sycamore House, Rotherham. Rockingham, Barnsley. Hurton Triangle, Doncaster. Piccadilly, Manchester. St John's in Liverpool. Lord Street in Liverpool. Adsall Road, Bradford. Kingswood Retail Park in Hull. And it says here Duncan, Preston. So I guess everyone knows where it is in Preston. They don't need an address. I mean, they've got an address, but no retail park, no road or anything in the main title. Let's just have a look. I wonder if I was like super rich. Well, that would make no difference anyway because it'd be cold. I was going to say I could get it delivered. Cost hundreds of pounds. Half dozen, a sweet 6. Dozen, a sweet dozen. Double dozen, a sweet double dozen. I don't know if they worked very hard on those titles. When it said half dozen, a sweet 6. Okay, that's cool. A dozen. You think they would have put a sweet 12, wouldn't you? And then a double dozen, a sweet 15 or whatever it is. £39 for 24 donuts. £39. Are they big? I'm waiting for an answer. Are they big? Are they big donuts? I don't know. My only experience of Dunkin' Donuts is American TV shows. Quite often cop shows. Wow, look at some of these. Cocoa caramel, hazelnut pie, strawberry jelly, speculoos caramel crumb, cookie cream blast, chocolate monster, Rocky Road, raspberry and white chocolate, the OG, Boston cream or creme, maple chocolate, chocolate rainbow, vanilla rainbow, Monster, Blue Sky, Apple Crumble, that sounds nice, Chocolate Fudge, Banoffee Pie, yep. I'm trying to figure out how big these are for them to be able to charge £39 for 12, or for 24, or £23 for 12, or £12 for 6. I mean, 12, 24. See, a double dozen would be £48 based on the half dozen, so it's not too bad, is it? I'm pleased. Join the team. Oh, let's have a look. It's been around, established 1950. There's a bloke, there's a picture of it, and a man handing a lady a Dunkin' Donuts like drink, and he looks like he's even trying to stop himself laughing, or he's trying to hold in a fart. One of them. Take a look around to see if we have any opportunities in your area. Our locations. Enter your email address. More information, let's have a look. I want to know how much I'm going to get paid. If I'm going to have to travel to another part of the country. If I put in Derby, or just tell me one then. London, I reckon London. It's got to be some jobs. I mean, there's not many stores, is there? So I can't imagine it'd be a lot of jobs. Nothing in London. If I go 100 miles within my postcode, nothing. Well, what's the point in having that page if there's no jobs? I don't know, it's like they're on a wind-up constantly. I do think that these whole, I don't know, I mean, I imagine that the donuts are created externally. Obviously external, it's created inside you, but they're created in a different place. They don't make them in the actual store unless they're frozen, and they just. But then no, you're not gonna. I suppose you could defrost stuff that has icing on and stuff like that, but they're not going to be warm, are they? If they've got chocolate and things like that. So my experience of donuts really was, first of all, they're really cheap to make. I used to work in a bakery when I was a kid, and we used to make donuts, like the proper ones. We used to make the ring ones with a hole in, but also the ones filled with jam and covered in sugar. And because I behaved myself, they allowed me to fry them. So it's just bits of dough, packets of dough, put them in the fryer. Takes hardly any time at all. When they're ready, they float to the surface, just the way fish does. And it's like, okay, yeah. I used to love it. Love it. And I used to squash in way too much jam. I'm talking like it should have been one squirt. I was doing it to capacity. And then what I would do, because they used to sell them for people that were passing by, so to come into the restaurant, get their donuts. I think they sold them through a different window, and people are like walking through on the beach and that, and I just watch people getting completely covered in jam. I mean, literally, it was everywhere. I was horrible back then. That last bit wasn't true. I thought I was doing a nice thing by giving people more. But what I was actually doing was probably just causing a mess. And not on purpose, though. I think I just found one. Oh no, it's America. I wonder how many Dunkin' Donuts there are in America. USA, how many? How many? According to the internet, as of November 29th, 2025, there are 9,948 Dunkin' Donuts locations in the United States. This includes locations in 46 states and territories. So nearly 10,000 Dunkin' Donuts. I'm thinking it's now January, so maybe it's more than that. So if I update it to the last, let's say, the last few days, last 24 hours, Dunkin' Donuts, there's no specific number of locations. Oh, I've still got the town in, I'll get rid of that. Okay, it's still coming up with the same thing. So if I go to Tools, Dates, to last week. Okay, it's giving me a completely different one. How can it be a breakfast chain? You don't eat donuts for breakfast. There, is it a thing? So I'm looking, trying to figure out how big the donuts are based upon the size of the coffee cup, because they have them next to that. But then I don't know, can't quite figure it out. £39 seems a lot of money though. I mean, you could argue, but you don't have to buy 24. True. That is true. I'm struggling to argue against that point. But I guess I'm just thinking of a scenario where I would actually buy donuts. And I'm guessing it would be like in a work environment where I take a bunch in with me to share, which it's not really relevant to me because I'm not, am I? Not working. I was just thinking. Just had an idea. Okay. Ward supporter. Ward support. Volunteer Essex. Japan. So I got distracted by what? That's interesting. A ward volunteer. Ever since the summer with Uncle Sausages, I have wondered about, well, volunteering in one of the wards, because there was people there, a lot of people on their own in hospital, and it wouldn't be like doing personal care or doing anything like that, but just in a supportive role, I guess, just talking to patients and seeing if they need anything from the shops. I could go and get stuff for them, because that's what I realised when I was visiting Uncle Sausages, is a lot of the patients, they can't get out. They're not able to leave their bed through physically being unable to, or being unallowed. Well, Uncle Sausages wasn't allowed to leave at a certain point, and there was a bloke opposite him who wasn't allowed to leave because he was literally in there because he'd fallen over. So they were trying to rehabilitate him to make sure that he was able to go home, and they weren't going to let him walk around downstairs on his own in case he fell. So that's another thing, have someone walk with the person or push them in a chair, you know. That takes so much pressure off the staff, because I think a lot of their time is taken up dealing with those kinds of things, just being called nurse, you know, just it's not that it's not important, but some things could be sorted out without the nurses going and dealing with it. Like practical things, I mean. Like they need the air conditioning turned on, or actually that's the opposite, isn't it? Ward support. Ward support volunteer. Page not found. Volunteer. That's interesting. I might look into that. Because this sounds like something that I could do. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. I like the idea of doing it. But I don't know if I could. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh dear. I'm just looking, seeing. What's in my emails? Let's have a look. A Sainsbury's, your grocery budget shop here. Oh, cool. The National Lorry. Some of it, is it Quora Digest? Some of the questions is so ridiculous. I got a neighbour who said it's just bots. It's created by bots, and he's like an IT wizard. But the bots are very clever. So I think it's just they try and make it so extreme that it's hard not to read or to comment. Yeah, it's probably just fake, although it might be true. Here's one from Rosemary, December the 11th. My husband cried after breaking his back in a car accident. I'm no longer attracted to him because of this. Should I divorce him? See, that's is it rage baiting they call that? Yes, you should. I mean, to be fair, if that's how you're feeling, then he's better off without you, isn't he? Let's face it. Who liked my new thumbnails? I've been going and spending a bit more time on the thumbnails. I used ChatGPT to make it, but I'm the one that has to kind of figure it out what I want to do. What is going on here? That's a picture of a really something you don't want to see walking down the street. This can't be true, right? So, the tiger, unfortunately, had some babies, but unfortunately they didn't get through. There were some problems. So the tiger was sad. So what the zoo did, this is in a zoo. So what the zoo did is, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They dressed up 4 piglets as tigers and put them in there. And now the piglets and the tigers are all happy together. I don't know if that is true or not. I'm guessing complete lie. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, if a pig comes in going oink 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 oink, isn't a tiger gonna know that that's not a cat? They've literally put a little costume on them. Am I really dumb for even considering that this might be true? I mean, nothing really surprises me anymore. Let's see. Oh yeah, except it's not a true story. The images are real, but the story's not true. So there were animals being trained to live together and feed each other. Okay. I don't know, it's a shame. There's a lot of really, really weird stories. I think it's just, it catches you. So I gotta block this site though, because every now and then I see, and it's just like, oh, what's this? So I got psychology. What are some mind-blowing facts about our dreams? It says you can have 4 to 7 dreams in one night, but you forget 90% of your dreams after 5 minutes of waking up. That's probably true. 8 psychological facts about people attraction. If you are attractive, people of your own sex will judge you harshly. I would agree with that, actually. Jealousy, baby, jealousy. People are immediately attracted to beautiful eyes. I mean, everyone got their own idea what beautiful eyes are, don't they? I suppose. Most people prefer girls without makeup or with light makeup. Most men. This is what I'm reading, it's not my opinion. It's probably just another thing. When you make other others laugh, you seem more attracted to them. But I'm single. I'm still single. Most people find a narcissist more attractive than others. The adage, you can't love others until you love yourself, perfectly embodies his profile, and narcissists fit this perfectly. I don't think that's a stupid adage anyway. You can't love others until you love yourself. No. I love my nan. I loved Andre. I've never loved myself. So what are they talking about? When you cut ties with someone, they will never tell the truth. Whole truth. That's true. So when you cut ties with someone, they will never tell the whole truth. They will only tell a truth that discredits you and makes them look innocent. Yep. I've seen that in the past. So many times. You never... There's the old saying, isn't it? If you get a... Or should I say adage? Should I start using that word? Adage. Another saying is... There's three sides to the story. There's both sides. Then there's the truth. If you want to attract someone's attention, suddenly look at them even without moving your head will usually suffice. That sounds a bit weird. You know what? If you want to get someone's attention, look at them. Yeah. If someone notices you looking at them, they're probably going to be attentive towards you. Human beings are biologically programmed to cling to what is familiar. That's why we keep things even if they are harmful to us. Makes sense, I guess, yeah, it does. Try to anticipate the work of others. Oh, that's just about people wanting people to vote. So these are just based on standards things. Talking about if you're attractive, people find you, people of your own sex will judge you. Yeah, I think that's standard anyway. I had this friend years ago, 25 years ago, 24 years ago, 23 years ago, one of them. And everywhere we went, and we were good friends, we used to hang out, go to pub, just go out at weekends, and just wherever we went. He was attracting people. Women were just staring at him. Now it might sound like I'm making it up, but I'm not. I couldn't believe it. I've never known it before. They were literally staring at him. And I'd be out with him, or be like have it in a nightclub or something. And I had women coming up to me, asking me to introduce them to him. And I always said the same thing. No, go away. He's mine. He never found out about that. No, I didn't say that, but I wouldn't introduce him. No. Like, what are you talking about? It's almost like going up to someone saying, you're very unattractive, but can you introduce me to your attractive friend? That was basically what she was saying. No. Sorry. Well, I wasn't sorry, I just like, no, not doing it. And then the boyfriends that were with the females would get angry at him because their girlfriends were staring at him. It wasn't his fault. it was something maybe everybody's known someone like that. But he was making, I don't know, not all women, obviously, but he was making a lot of females go weak at the knees. He had something. I mean, he was a good looking bloke, but I don't know what it was he had that was exceptional. Because if you could bottle that up and sell that in the shops, you'd be a billionaire very quickly. I really don't know. I did try and get him to become a model, and he was just couldn't be bothered. He said, because I said, look, you're clearly model status, you could be a model, why don't you just make some money? And he said, well, you set it up and I'll do it. He couldn't be bothered. He was just too busy having fun. I would say kind of, if you might not remember, some of you, but there was a very famous model called Nick Kamen, and he was in a Levi advert where he was in a laundrette and he stripped off, and I think the song was Stand By Me was being played, and he became this poster boy for Levi's 501s, I think. And then he had a song, Madonna. I think Madonna might have dated him for a bit, and she took him under her wings, and got him a record contract. That's what I remember, but it might not be true. But he did have a song called Each Time You Break My Heart, a little voice inside me cries, each time, like that. I love that song. There were some similarities between my friend and him, looks-wise. Nick Kamen's not with us anymore. It's crazy. He was so famous just for being pretty. But I liked his song. Because I'm not artificial, you see, or superficial. I liked him for his talent, not for the butterflies he gave me in my tummy. Oh dear. Each time you break my heart. I do love. There's a period on YouTube where there was all this talking about narcissists, and it was like non-stop videos about narcissists and how you can tell when someone's a narcissist and blah 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 blah. And they don't. It's like, I think there's a lot of self-subscribing or self-diagnosing. Although my mental health nurse started, when I spoke to her, she started saying, you know, you could have ADHD. And I thought, okay. It's only afterwards, more recently, that I'm thinking, maybe she was trying to get my diagnosis changed so that I'm no longer valid to get benefits, because they're trying to stop certain benefits for people with ADHD. It's like, did she have an agenda? Change the diagnosis from something that I've had for a long, long time to something different. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit of paranoia. Her reasoning for me having ADHD is the fact that she had ADHD, and I kept interrupting her when she was talking. And I said, that's because I can't get a word in. She was talking over me, so I had to sort of talk over her. I sometimes do that, but I don't always do that. If anything, I'm quite happy to hear another person's perspective. But if I'm really into the conversation, I possibly will have more to say about it than if I don't care. So if I'm just sitting there and I'm not saying anything, one of two things really: either I'm just not interested in the conversation, or I'm just being respectful and letting the other person talk. It's usually the second one, because I don't spend time with people that I'm not interested in. Everyone I know is, you know what I mean, there's no one that I'm around that I'm going to sit and listen to that I'm not interested in what they're saying. So yeah, if I'm just sitting there listening, it's because that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting there, I'm taking it in. Maybe being gentle. So, but there's other times when I'm so excited about the conversation, for some reason, I will talk a bit faster. I guess, you know, just keep talking until I'm stopped. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. So I've got nothing on the email today. I get so many emails. I think I probably miss some important stuff sometimes. I hope not, but it's possible. Let's have a look. What other thing? Okay, let's have a look at the analytics. Analytics from my website. Okay. In the last 30 minutes, I've had 17 active users. In the last 30 minutes. So that's all it gives me. It doesn't go any further than 30. This card is based on 100% of available data. Okay. "30 minutes ago, 3. 2 minutes ago, 1. Okay. So people are still visiting my website, jasonnewland.com. And that's good. I wonder if I've had anyone watch my video yet that I posted. Let me bore you to sleep. 1,536. Nobody. And I published it an hour he's visited. Not one person. Not a single person. I don't know what to do about that. I might have to change the title. At the moment the title says please don't click. So if I change that, maybe I'll get more people clicking. Although, I reckon if I post don't click, I'll probably get more clicks. Whatever you do, do not watch this video. Please do not watch this video. Right, I've had now 17 people watching in the last 30 minutes or visiting my website. 17. 1 minute ago, 1. 2 minutes ago, 2. 3 minutes ago, 1. I know it's not a lot, but it's still like continuous, isn't it? Oh well. La 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 la. This is not on video today. Just thought I'd let you know. I could upload a video version of it, but this itself is not on a video because of the wonderful things she does, he does, they does. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I do wonder how these musicals come up with such great songs and other musicals don't. I'm just thinking like every song on The Wizard of Oz is brilliant. But to me personally, every song on Grease is a great song. But then I've watched some musicals and maybe it's just because I haven't watched them over and over again like I have done Grease. Maybe that's why. It's just a case of familiarity. That makes sense, I suppose, doesn't it? Oh, see the volunteer opportunities at the hospital. Let's have a look. Emergent department support. No thanks. That would scare me. Ward support volunteer. Ward support. Okay. Would you like to make a real difference in your local hospital? I'm not sure. Okay. Looking for caring, enthusiastic ward support volunteers to join our team. As a ward support volunteer, you'll offer companionship and a friendly ear to patients, assist with mealtime support, helping patients enjoy their meals. So what they're saying, I need to try and change the taste of the food. My friend was not enjoying the food there. Welcome visitors and provide reassurance to families. Help staff with simple, non-clinical tasks that makes the ward run smoothly. What we offer you: full training, ongoing support, experience in our just kindness, patience, and willingness to help. Opportunities are available everywhere. We are looking for commitment of around 4 hours on the same time day each week, with shifts available 8 till 6 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Wow, I did actually sign up to be a volunteer with the NHS when I first moved in here, and I think it was because the things they got me doing was very random. I didn't really feel like I was doing much, really. They would put me in places where there was no one around, just calling people in to have a scan and stuff, and I don't know, just I kind of wanted to be around people, or at least see if I could be around people. I'd definitely be around people if I was a ward assistant. I don't know. We will see. We will see. I'll save that page. Save it. I said I'm gonna save it. Save the page. Right, save it. Done. Right, I do believe that's going to be the end of this recording. So thank you very much for listening. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you deserve to be happy. And be gentle with yourself. You deserve to feel safe. And also remember that you're already enough, and you're going to be okay. Lots of love.